Welcome back, everyone. This is Iris and Milady, and today's topic, both Iris and I are therapists, we are mentors, we are coaches, and today's topic is one that, what is our role? And Iris, it's the role of mentorship and guidance in developing or in personal growth in general. So, what do you think the role of having a mentor, having somebody to guide us, what is the importance of that in our own personal growth?
Thank you, milady. That is such an important topic and a role that we have, and it goes along with our last topic about embracing change, because the role of a mental health therapist or a coach or a guidance is to break old habits, is to help you see the things that are no longer aligning with who you are becoming, is a pathway, is a guiding light to everyone embraces change, but breaking out of change is so hard when you don't have the right guidance to push you, to encourage you, to give you the tools and show them to you so you can apply into yourself and become you, not what you were conditioned to be. So this is an amazing topic because it comes back to our role as
Mhm.
therapists that we are in coaches, that we are here to help. We are here to break patterns of all habits that no longer aligns with you, that is no longer making you happy
Yeah,
and keeping you trapped in toxic relationship and all that thing that no longer makes sense in our lives.
yeah. And in the process of that, and I would say for me, and I take this role so seriously, and I take every single client that I have for me, it's just I am so grateful for the fact
Yes,
that they've trusted me through their journey
yes,
to help them through their journey, because that is a privilege, and
that
that is
is.
something I learn so much from my clients as they're it's a symbiotic, we're learning from each other, we're
Oh,
growing.
yes.
In my beginning portion, I always start with, what are those values? And we've talked about values a lot in past podcasts, past episodes, whatever we want to call this, right? um but the first part is, what are your values? And then how does your life align to your values right now? And what are the areas of change? And one of my favorite things in the path is knowing that each person needs something different. So when you're
Yes,
looking for a mentor, when you're looking for a guide, first of all, I think one of the first things to look for is somebody that you feel safe with. And I think feeling safe is important. I think at the beginning, and this happens sometimes at the beginning of sessions, when I first start meeting people, they want to put on that mask. And I'm like, nope, I don't want to see a mask. I don't want the perfect life, because no, let's be real. Let's get to
yes,
the real. And somebody that's really non-judgmental, and
yes.
that is an important piece, because if we have to put a mask in front of our mentor, that's not the mentor for you. And I'm a
No,
firm believer that if you're putting a mask in front of your mentor, your guide, your coach, whatever you want to call them, think about it very seriously and go find another one. And there's so many ways to find coaches and therapists. There's so many ways to find some. And most of them, the first session is free to get to know each other. Make sure you may not right away feel safe, because it's normal, right? It's a change.
it's normal.
There's a little fear at the beginning, but making sure that within those first few sessions, we start feeling safe and you feel that sense of non judgment. If you're feeling judgment, try and push back, try and find another one, because the first part is being able to say everything and have that person hold that vessel for you, and then start talking about values, depending on what you came or what you're looking for, maybe different things. But that first part of having a non-judgmental vessel is important.
Yes,
um, and the role of mentorship really is to listen and then kind of become a mirror, right? Saying it back, letting the the person, the client, the individual be able to see themselves and then see where they want to go, and sometimes when we talk about, and I've had my own therapist and my own coaches, and I remember having one at one point that was very like, you need to go this way. Whenever you need, I was like, whoa, I need to go that way. And so it's so important to being open, um, to also knowing just that what the first one that you meet may not be the one for you.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important. And
It
let it
is.
be, and I always say, it could even be me. I may not be the coach for everybody. It may be Iris. There's so many different coaches, right? There's so many different people that do what we do. And we need to make sure that as individuals, when we're finding one for us, it's the one that's going to help us grow. It's not about them not pushing back a little bit, because sometimes having pushback or saying, well, think about things this way, that's important. It's not a yes man. We don't want a person that's like, yes, you're right. Yes, you're right, because that's not going to help either. It's guidance to learn,
Guiding.
guidance to move towards those values that you say you have, right?
Exactly.
And going from there. But sorry, I know I've talked
Exactly.
for a while here. So what do you think?
No, this is amazing. It is true that when you are looking for a therapist or a coach, and that goes back to, are you ready for this transformation? Because a lot of time we go search for this help, but we have this idea that the help, just by just showing up, that life is going to transform and you don't have to do anything. A therapist's job is to show you the 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 things, to show you, to help you see, to
Mhm.
help you uncover the things that you by yourself might not being able to see or hear, so you can make a different choice. Is also there to help you build the tools for you to apply it,
Yeah.
to transform, to by practicing daily.
Mm-hmm.
It also means that you have to be responsible for the choices that you're making, and to making sure that the therapist or coach that you're choosing, because you are choosing this person that's going to be working with you, for you, is the right one for you, for what you need to speak up. You to know that the role of the therapist is not to tell you what to do, but to guide you and give you different choices. And I mean, not give you, but to help you see that you have the
Yeah.
power to transform and to make different choices and and change.
Yes.
So just don't don't stay there suffering, because
Yeah.
we are not here to suffer. But also know that the role of the therapist is not to make you happy, it's to help you break from the things that are making you unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you let me talk and I'll go on
No, I know
forever.
this is a topic that we both hold because it's our role, it's our life, right? And to me, another big piece, and you kind of sparked the idea in my head, is that sometimes people think that a coach or even a therapist is gonna give you the pill, right? It's gonna
Yeah,
give you this magic idea, the the magic wand. And it's
yeah,
like, no, I graduated and they never got a magic wand during school. So no, we don't have a magic wand. We are not gonna make your life perfect. And yes, the answers are within us. The answer to our problems are within us. It's not gonna be on that coach, it's not gonna be on a therapist, it's not gonna be on a best friend that you're talking to. That person's not gonna have the answer for you.
yeah,
What the therapist or coach, depending on what you need, and there's a difference between the two, and we'll talk about that in another video. But what the therapist or coach does is give you that moment to hear yourself so that that answer comes to you. And that is the important part, is to make sure that you know that no other person is going to have the answer for you.
no.
And if you have a therapist or a coach that's telling you, do this, do that, they may not be the best one, because I always say, as a therapist or a coach, I don't tell people what to do because I'm not in their shoes. I'm not in their
No,
lives.
no.
That's not my role. So it's just being the vessel. It's letting them hear. It's letting people. hear themselves, giving that person a time to be. And I've had people saying, you know, the best coach that I've had has been my best friend. It could be your best friend because anybody can be that vessel. It's just
Yeah.
finding that vessel. And not everybody has it as a friend, although if they do, that's awesome. But not everybody has it as a friend. So, but looking for that person for you and making sure that you feel safe.
But
So,
that's beautiful. But there's another thing that you mentioned there. When you look for a therapist, a lot of people when they look for a therapist, and there's nothing wrong with this. Please don't think there's anything wrong with this. This is just the mind is conditioned. We want we don't want to be told what to do, but we also want to be told what to do. I
mm-hmm.
have so many clients. Tell me, tell me what to do.
No, no.
and, and then the predicament is that when you provide a framework of steps to follow, your own mind gets in the way because no one is here to be told what to do. You are here to uncover, to relearn who you are so you can be and make choices for you, not someone telling you what to do or how to do it. I can give you guidance. Like if you're afraid to go to socialize, I will give you guidance. Go and talk to people. Start with your neighbor. Say hello, good morning. But at the end, you decide if you're going to do it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, a therapist is not going to tell you how to feel or what to do. We are only here. I mean, we are not only here. We are here. We do so much, and and I respect and love my clients. With I carry my clients everywhere I go. You see me. I see something that align with a client of mine. I send it to them.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to see another perspective beside mine so
Mm-hmm.
they can, because the mind sometimes needs that, needs
They
more than
should.
one perspective. But that idea that it's easy, it's not easy. This is the hardest thing you have to do for yourself, which is it's almost a fight with your own self because you have to break from that old patterns so you can have the life that you came here to live peacefully and in love. That's all. Everything we do is because we want to be at peace and in love. So
Mm-hmm.
this is not easy, but it's necessary,
That's the
whoever you
truth.
choose.
Oh, I love it. What do you think? Please comment. Let us know. Have you found that coach, that person for you? Have you, if you have, awesome. What are the things that you have worked on the most? What are some of the areas that you feel you have changed for the better? What are some of the areas that you think you still have to work on? So throw that on the chat. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.